The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Good morning. Let's get right to it. So, yesterday we added the airflow vents in the style of the original case, in the somewhat the location of the original case. So now we can get on with the base plastics G-code. Okay, let's get on with it. Righty ho. Let's just get it into a state we can work on it. Let's turn off some stuff so we can work on it. Right, so right. What can we get rid of? Lots of stuff. Sides. Lid, floppy disks, if I can find it, floppy, oh, wrong floppy, floppy disks, I don't see it anymore. Why not? What's that? That's not it. Layer 1. Why have I got something called layer 1? Minus layer 1. That must have been a mistake. Right, first floppy disks. Drive assembly. Pi Storm. Accelerator. Full size Zorro slots. HDMI. What else can we get rid of? Front, and that's what we did yesterday. Looks weird like that. Looks better like that. Just seeing there's a colour problem there. Right, I'm there. Right, okay, sorted that out. Every time I spot something, I sort it out. Best to sort it out. Right, oh, there's another one. Okay. Right, let me just make sure we got audio. That's to sort it out. We've got audio. If you can hear noise, you can hear hissing off the radio, you can hear a blower, heater blowing. And the French are coming in strong this morning. Since they got probably an hour head start of us. We're waiting for all the UK to wake up. Don't know why they haven't woke up yet, it's not that late. Oh well. Right, so you can see certain things. Let's sort these LEDs out because they're in the wrong place. Right, so I've got an LED gadget, badge, mouse. So the front plate, where's that gone? Ah, so that's part of the front plate, is it? Right, so it says LEDs, but it's in the front place. Okay, so what I've got to do is come out of that, turn off the front plate, get these LEDs, cut them out, and bring back the front plate and go into there. Paste them in place, or come out slightly, paste them in place. Okay, and right, so LEDs, that's fine. So it should be called LED panel, power hard disk panel. Okay, right, let's turn the front off. Okay, so now we've got front fixings. So we've got yeah, sort out the front fixings. What's that called? That is called front assembly. So turn that off. And we want the plastics turning off, which are called, are they grouped together? Not quite. Inner front spacer, they're in the right. Yeah, so turn the inner front spacers off. If I can find it, inner front spacers. There we go, turn them off. Mouse joystick, front mouse joystick bay, that's off. So we've had to put the vent through both of these panels to get the airflow through. Okay, alright. That gets quite complicated, that front. It's okay. Right, so, oh yeah, we've got to put stitching yet. Oh no, do we need stitching? No, it's held by the front, isn't it? We might want to put a few stitching in there as well. Or maybe not, we'll have a look at that again after. Right, so the PCB can go. PCB and the feet. Base, feet, where are they? Base. Stitches can go. Base, feet. Base fixings. And still can't see the feet. Base, feet, there we go. And front panel, inner front, shelf, front shelf, back shelf and back plate. Where's the back plate gone? Don't see it, there it is. And we want the back fixings and the plug-in connector. So all we're left with now is we can get rid of the hex. Will I give these a name? PCB mountings, right. So PCB mountings, there they are. So all we're left with is 4 pieces of base plastic. Okay, that's good. Now what we need to do, is, now we either keep the model, copy this to, let's just keep it there, shall we? Let's keep it there. So we come through it. We've got to decide which piece of plastic we're going to do first. So it gets quite complicated because we've got lots of plastic, so we're going to end up with stuff everywhere if we're not careful. So the easiest thing we can do is maybe, what I don't want is loads of different copies of the main model. So in that case we'll have to copy and paste it. Right, so what we'll do then, we'll take this whole piece, we'll copy it. Right, and then we'll save it as, we'll make a new one. Save the changes. No. Oh yeah, save it, yeah. Right, so we'll get rid of this guy. We'll do this and we'll put some preparation in. So go 10mm, 10mm, and then we'll go 10mm and 10mm. That gives us our lines. We'll get rid of axis. Now we're going to paste in place. Paste in place. Okay, so that gives us our original. And what we need to do is set up some parameters, because we've got a new one. So the speed is going to be 8,000. Feed rate we're going to have to bring down to 1. I'll bring it down to sort of like that. Plunge rate we're going to have to bring that right down. Ramp in the Z. Material thickness, it just happens to be 6mm, that's good. Inside outside, bit diameter 3mm, that's good. Tab width 6mm. Save travel, I like to make that 10mm. Right, and ramp in the Z, yeah. Generate a multi-pass, and we want to cut how much material at a time? 6mm thick. I think we can do 12 passes, can't we? So we'll say we're going to cut 0.5 overhead gantry. That's okay so far. So, tell you what, I'll just click OK on that. So we can see our safe travel's a bit wide at the minute. I'll sort that out though. So I'll put the safe up there for a minute. Right, we'll keep our original model intact. So we've got to choose, need some writing, so what we'll do is we'll section it off a little bit. Let's have another ruler, so we'll just go to about there, 440, and we'll come across from there to about there, 550, and we'll do our 10mm, and this will be our first area. We want some text, so we'll just do 50mm of text, We'll put some writing in. What's this? Text, draw text label. So, right, this is going to be the right. Just noticed a problem on one of the. Yeah, that's okay. So that's okay. So we'll go with go from left to right, top to bottom, or front to back. So let's just do. Doesn't matter. Let's call it top. So let's call it don't know, bottom. Okay, bottom left. Bottom left. Okay, that's what we've got. So we've got bottom left. Oh, why is that not moving? What was the point of that? So that's no good. Let's try this one. Bottom left. We don't need it filled necessarily. 4mm. Right, that's a bit small. So undo. Bottom left, and it needs to be 20mm. There we go. So bottom left, that'll do fine. So let's get the bottom left. Right, so bottom left is. There is no bottom left. So it's bottom left, bottom front. So it'll have to be bottom front. I'll get rid of that. Bottom front. That's it. So put bottom front there. Let's grab the bottom front, which is this piece here. That bit. Yeah, that's the bottom bit. Front, that's the one. So what we'll do is we'll copy it. I'll put it down here. Just like that. And what we'll do, we'll make it unique from the outset. Make it unique so we don't upset it. So we'll place them all out for now and give it some space here. Say 460 and go 10mm. Then we'll get the. Might as well have the bottom. Oh, top. Oh, bottom, front and rear. Bottom rear, bottom back. Bottom rear. No, bottom rear will go there. Let's get the bottom rear. There we get that, is just go into there. Select that. And grab it, bring it over here. It's a bit of a weird way of bringing it. We'll bring it there for a minute. Right, so we've got to split these up. You can see how many we've got to do. Right, Let's grab it by the corner and bring it into here. If it'll let us. Why is it not letting us? No, that's not right. I can tell that. So why ain't it snapping? Begs the question. Right, so what we need to do is we need to do something like, I need to grab those two out of there, cut, and then paste them in place. See if that one's lined up for a start. That one's lined up. Now this one is not lined up. I know it isn't. It's very important that it's lined up. So we grab it, and now it'll snap. Should snap into place. No, it isn't. Why is? Oh, why have I got both of them? Undo, move. Why have I got both of them? It's weird. Right, let's grab it again. So it's okay there. Right, let's bring it from there to there. No, it won't go on the line. Why won't it go on the line? Begs the question, why won't it go on the line? Now it will. Right, it's on the line, it's got to be on the line. Should snap, normally snap straight to the line. That's why I make those marks there. Just make sure this one's right. Keeps disappearing off on me. That looks on the line, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Right, so we've got the two panels. We know what they are, front and rear. We need to make that unique. Right, so we've got original piece. No, we know how it goes together. Right, let's just describe what this is. So it's the base plastics. Okay, so put that there, that's the base plastics. Right, okay. Now we need more lines. More lines. So that'll be 460 and 10 mil. Right, now we want it's fairly easy, just go, so it's the top left. So we grab the top left, which is that there, copy it over to here, cut it, paste it in place, come at it and line it up. Now we've probably got to spin it round depending on which way with the table, the X and Y on the CNC. Right, this doesn't want to snap, does it? Oh, maybe it does. Right, okay. Right, so that's that. Make it unique. So this is all the base plastics at the minute. All to do with the base plastic. Now I've got to work out which way we're going to mill it. I can't quite remember now which way it does it. Let's just do the next one. We'll keep them in the same quadrant sizes. So 460, even though it doesn't need that much. 10 mil. Right, so we want the top right, top right. So copy that, cut it, paste in place, just bring it to the corner. So we're going to do all 4 pieces, G-code, ready, but they'll be made separately. Right, let's just come at it from an angle. Why is that doing that? It's weird. Very strange. Alright, that's okay. Strange going on. Right, anyway. Strange behaviours. That looks okay. So this is 10mm by 10mm left, 10mm up spacing. Alright, so all this is just for the base plastics. Make it unique. Right, so we've done that. We might as well give ourselves a line here of 460. Right, that's the end of it. So there's our... So we might as well size up our safe area. Right, so 460 wide. So the area I can mill is about 585 or 590 by 385. So it goes on the bed, it's rectangle, so the rectangle, the length is going down the bed. So we can go X, across the bed is X, down the bed is Y, and Z is up and down, so we need to make this reference our bed. So I suppose what we could do, we need to measure from there to there, 430. Well, let's measure from there to there, 430. So that we need to make that a little bit easier to do with these big panels. Normally don't have to go to this extreme, but we need to, tell you what, let's make a new line. So we'll go from the bed, and we said we can do, let's just say 600. You can't physically get to 600. You can put a piece in that's bigger than 600. But you can't mill from the start to the end 600, slightly less. So I suppose let's just say 580. 580 to be pushing it. So that's there, and then the width is, we said, was going to be 385. Let's just say 380. Right, so that's our new size. So we can make our safe area. This is the safe area. I'll just put it there a minute. Go over to this. Let's make our safe area the right size. So it's going to be 380 millimeters by 580 millimeters. Right, so that's basically changed the size of that. So what we need to do now is alter all this. Now this line doesn't matter at the minute. Let's just get rid of that. So we need to probably just make 30 mil. No, a bit more than that. 50 mil, and need to move these. Let's try to grab them all. Need to move them up out of the way. Right, okay, and then get rid of these lines. And we need to measure across. Why does that line look weird? No, it's okay. Right, so we go across 380. Well, actually, we can go across 3. Yeah, 3/8. Let's go. Let's go 380. Right, that's that area. So you can see it's going to cut off the plastic. So this will need to be rotated. So the first thing is to rotate this like that. It has to be in that fashion, so we'd have to grab it again from the corner at the minute, put it over here just like that. Right, so that's in the safe area, and we're gonna have to do the same, so we'll have to alter this a bit. So let's get rid of that and that. Move that over. Yeah, we should have done this first, really. Should have done this first, really. So that's our size. So our next one will be 10 million. Let's just rotate this first. As long as we rotate them around the same way, we'll be okay. Okay, so we've got that. And we need to come across 380 and get rid of these two lines. Move that over. And draw in a new line. This doesn't have to be rotated, it just has to be moved. And I need to move it in such a fashion we can line it up. Just like that, it seems to snap better. Right, so the next one is, let's get rid of these lines, put another one in at 380 and a 10 mil spacing, move that, and then move this piece. Just make sure it's on the line, which it's not. There it is. It's crucial that they are exactly in the right position. Exactly. Must be exactly. They do snap to position. If you don't get them right, you'll never get them right. Right, okay. So we've got that there, we've got the individuals out. So I'll leave that there. Oh, we can get rid of this line now. Let's just put in our safe area. No, don't want that. We want 380. So now we've got nicely sized up. Right, this is untitled at the minute, so we're going to have to do save as. Alright, and this is going to go in the same drawer as that. So it's going to be that one, but choose a clear polygon case, and then we're going to do underscore, do underscore, then the name of it. So it's the base plastics, base plastics. That'll do. So that's the base plastics. Right, that'll do. So save the base plastics. Okay. So there's no full model here, but there's the base plastics. And it's brought in just the layers for the base plastic, which we didn't really want, but anyway. Let's have a sup. So we don't do anything with the base plastics now, because we split them up. So we've got to let these two look opposites, don't they? They do. So these are the bottom base plastics, and they don't have any PCB mounting holes at all. These look opposites, so yeah, begs the question. Anyway, we need to do something with it now. What we need to do is flatten them out. So we're going to have to, let's put parallel, oh, we're in perspective already. Let's stay in that mode a minute. So what we need to do is have a look at the end of them. Yeah, we're on the flat, that's good. So what we need to do is flatten it out. So how we do that? All geometry is on the top. So we need to grab the top, we need to look at it end on in parallel mode, which is that there. We need to grab, first we need to explode it all, and we just need to grab the top piece like that, copy, now we need to keep the top bit, so we need to get rid of the bottom bit. Let's try it, so let's cut. Alright, let's have a look at what we've got left. So we've just got all the hole positions, the lines and everything else. But we do need to get rid of these down lines now. No longer want any of this stuff. Yeah, we've got to prepare it ready to apply our G-code flat script to. So you can generate the G-code. You could probably have a go at doing it as it is, but I don't like to do it as it is. I like to see it how the machine sees it. The CNC sees it roughly. Hopefully I haven't got rid of anything I shouldn't have done. And we've already got the original. Right, so we should have Yeah, everything we need to cut it out. So we're going to have to do repair work here to keep it joined. That's okay. Right, so we've still got the original model as a reference. Base plastics. Now we need to really put that down to the floor. So we'll look at it end on. Select it all and push it down. On the line. Yeah. So when we look at it, it's all flat there. That's it. So we can look at it from above now. There we go. Look at it above, and we need to join up some stuff, really. Need to do some reparative work, so before we do that, let's save it. And we might as well look at it in monochrome. If that doesn't, hopefully that doesn't affect. Yeah, that's probably better to look at it like that. So we'll save that again. Now we want a pocket here, but at the minute, if we leave it like that, it's just going to cut. Right, so straight away I see we need to reverse the face. So just make this that colour to start with. If you reverse the face, it allows the outside cut to do an outside cut and not an inside cut. See how it's following the contour there? You don't want it to cut around there because that bit's a pocket, so what you've got to do, it cuts that bit, so you're going to have to, because it's flat now, we're not dealing with in 2 dimensions, so we can cover that up, and we need to cover that up. We can leave them like that. Now we need to, that will be a cut, so it will go around there, but this one is not a cut, so we just need to repair that. Right, it keeps the lines. So you want them lines. Right, and the same here. That needs to be sorted out. So does this one. We've got to remember what we're doing with it. That's why you got the model next to it, so if you forget, you can reference the model. Yeah, you've got to prepare it. Right, so we've prepared the edges. Now we can have a look at it. If we go, let's keep saving it. If we go with the outside cut tool, just go up towards the edge. Right, it's still thinking that's why is it still thinking that's part of that? Let's hang on. No, that shouldn't be part of that. That's weird. Why it wants to go around there. Ah, it's treating it separately for some reason. Maybe we can do something like repair, flatten. Nothing repaired. Oh, it's got rid of some. Undo. Right, so let's just have another look. It might have to do some. So it's still trying to mill that. That's definitely not what we want. So what we'll have to do is get rid of that line, and that line, and just put the line in again, all the way to there. Right, then try it again. Now it's one solid line. No, it's. Is it gonna? No, it's still doing it. See, it's playing silly buggers. Right. So we might have to alter this very slightly somehow. What we want is a pocket. Let's just put a pocket in. put the pocket in first. Now the outline. No, it's still wanting to cut it. Don't want that, so undo, create pocket. Right, so we might have to alter it slightly here. So what we'll do is we'll come in. We know the... Right, the pockets... No, it's not going to work, is it? Don't quite know why that's doing that. Never seem to have... Didn't have that problem before, unless we can reverse the face. Right, what happens now? No, it's still wanting to cut it. Right, so there's a little problem. Because the pocket, normally it's inside. Say, you can put a pocket, if it's on the outer edge, it doesn't like the pocket. But, nevertheless, we still need to mill the pocket. So, what do we do in such occasions? Not sure about that. Not sure about that. Sometimes we don't have a pocket. We use a centre line. That's a fold, so we can put a centre line in it. But at the minute, it doesn't. It thinks it's got to follow that contour for some reason. I notice these lines aren't black. They aren't the white lines, are they? Right, okay. Is that... Oh, that's one of its own things. So is that. So is that. Right, okay. These holes aren't, are they yet? No. So let's just take these off a minute. Sort these out. You've got to take them off and put them back on. Just to get a surface on them, I think. Have we got to do that? No, we haven't. No, we haven't got to do that. Right. So. Right, so why can't I... If I do that inside cut, it wants to cut round it. I've never had that problem before. Why haven't I had that problem? I don't know. Tab tool. Right. So that is supposed to just go around the edge. So how can I tell it to ignore that line? It should just ignore it. Unless it's not level. Let's just have a look. No, it is level. It's all on one. It's all in one area. Right, is there anything I can do to repair it? Let's have a look. What we got? Flat edge. Flat edge, outside edge, erase, flat edges. Flatten selected edges. Right, don't know what that's done. Right, so let's go again with it. No, it hasn't done anything. Undo flat script. Undo flat selected edges. So by me filling it in, it hasn't made the damnedest bit of difference, has it? Right. I know what to do. I know what to do. I've worked it out. I've remembered. Right, so it's not going to be as easy as making one G code for this. So what I'm going to have to do is... Where's my text gone? What's happened to that? It's amazing how stuff just disappears, isn't it? Undo erase. What's it doing now? Erasing what? Right, this is where it goes a bit tits up. Control Y. No, let's put everything back. That's not Control Y. Control and Y. Right, is it back to nothing? Yeah. Okay, so I've lost that for some reason. Bottom, front. Must have had it selected somehow. Anyway, I know what I did. When I had it on the end like that, I selected it and just delete the text as well. So, is there any way I can tell it to ignore all this? Is there a lock? Facility lock. Right, okay, we'll lock it. Right, so yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is make this a few times. So let's measure. So what we've got there to there, 580. So I'm going to come down 580 and then down 10 mil. So we're going to have to copy this. Copy that and put it.
Hello, CQ2, 57, Bravo Victor Fox, listening.
Copy that and put it down
Bravo
here.
Victor Fox, LW1 HAX, portable.
So we need two copies of the same thing.
Hi there, we go up to 525, please.
And the last thing,
525, no problem.
the last thing we'll do to it is cut it out. So we'll leave the cutting out. So what we need to do is we can either do the holes first. So we might as well do the holes first, I suppose. Which will include, let's have a look. So we can get rid of that because we do the pocket. We can either do the pocketing first. You have to just split it up into different things. So, what would you do first, holes or pocketing? Let's just say we're doing the pocketing. So we'll keep this as it is, and we'll just go on to it. Let's just make sure our size is all right. Material thickness, bit diameter, everything else is okay. Feed rate, yeah, everything's good. So what we'll do is we'll just do the pockets first. And they'll be easy because you just go like that. Like that. Like that. You split a big problem into smaller parts. Like that. And like that. So we can do the pockets. Can we do anything else? Might be able to. Do more as well in the one piece. Let's try it. So let's see if we can add an inside cut. Yeah, we can add an inside cut. Inside cut will cut all the way through. Inside cut. Inside cut. So we can cut those straight through. Yeah. Now, oh, why have I left a pocket? Let's do that last pocket. Okay. Right, so we've got that. Now we could drill the holes as well. So we'll do a... Let's try and do an inside cut. No, that's telling us we can't do it, so we need to do a plunge. So we can do a plunge there. Hopefully we can do a plunge. Yeah, we can plunge straight down there. Basically it's the 3mm size of the drill bit. Million bit. Supposed to snap to it. What you don't want to do is line it up yourself. You want it to snap to it. Doesn't seem to want to snap to it. Why not? Let's try a different one. Maybe that hole's not right. That doesn't want to snap to that either. It's got to snap bang on. No, it's not snapping. Right, so let's try it. That hole looks smaller, doesn't it? Why does that hole look smaller than the rest? So does that one. So there's a mistake here. There's a mistake on the drawing. Let's just undo plunge tool. Right. Let's just save what we got. So there's a bit of a mistake. Now what I should have done was, we got the original panel, bottom front. It's there. So why is there a mistake? Bottom front. So the bottom front contains a mistake for some reason. So we've got a small hole there. So that small hole was the only one it worked on, basically. Excuse me. So let's go back to the original model a minute. Alright, let's go back to the original model, put the front on. Why isn't the front coming on? Where's the front gone? Sides. No front. That's weird. Why there's no front? Right, sides. Inner front. Where's my front gone? PCB. Oh God. Where's the front gone? Begs the question. Don't tell me I've lost the front. Oh. Front assembly. I must have changed it. Right, what we got there? Oh, it's part of the fixings, isn't it? Ah, I know. That's right. Because we can turn the front off still. Yeah. It's part of the front fixing assembly. That's okay. Right, let's oh yeah. Let's turn that off. Floppy disks off. Sides. PCB.
Summit to summit, summit to summit, MW1 HAX portable. 125.
Front fixings. Plug. Right, so we've got this again now. So the inner front is there. Base fronts, that's it there. So there's something wrong. Let's put the fixings back on. Right, so we want the base fixings. Not so much them ones, but the stitches. Base stitches. So the base stitches. So something's wrong. What is wrong though? I don't know. Ah. There's wrong. It's got the wrong size hole. Right. Begs the question why. Must have left one out maybe? Thought I checked them all. Anyway. See what we got. We got 1.97, so 2 mil. The stitch has to be 3 mil. Yeah, it has to be 3 mil. Let me have a drink. Right. So excuse me. Right. 1.75, and that gives us, oh no, undo circle, it's got to be 1.5, that's it. So 3 mil, get rid of this one, push that down, 6 mil. Right, so that's okay now. Yeah. Is that right? Looks weird still. Yeah, because you've got to tap it. Right, is there anything else wrong? It's only the bottom plastics we're interested in. So my plunge is 3 mil, so it's not going to let me. It should let me plunge to 3 mil, and that's the size of my bit. Right. Okay, so I think everything else is good. So what we'll do is right, we'll grab that again, copy it. Save it. Come back to the base plastics. Right, we'll do paste. Just put it there for a minute. Let's get rid of this one. Get rid of that one. Let's put this one in its place. I'll just put it there like that. Alright, so no, it's not lined up still. Now, no, still not quite lined up. Right, that's lined up. So, yeah, it's a bit laborious. We'll get into a pattern though of it soon. Right. So we need to... It's just the one hole that's different. We've not changed anything else, so we can keep that the same. I'll just change this one hole There's supposed to be. It's not even registering that for some reason. Why doesn't it like that? Doesn't like it. It's not snapping to it. Okay, so I'll grab it. Oh, it's exploded it into bits, that's why. Cut it and paste it in place. Still doesn't like it. Okay, it's playing silly buggers again. Yeah, what I should have done. Right, so that was the only one that worked for me to plunge it. Let's just plunge it. No, it's got a snap to it. It won't snap to it now. Right, so we're not doing well, are we? We're getting stuck again. Right, let's plunge this one. Just doesn't want to stick to it. Now it does. It's done it now. Right, let's see if we can't do the same again over here. It eventually gives up and does it. It fights you. No, that's not quite right. Isn't there not a centre thing? I thought there was a centre way. Right, has that done it? Did do till I scrolled it. Nah, it's playing about, innit? It's because it's what about if I just get that? Can I? No, that thinks that's the centre. Look at that. Right, let's just put in a. That's a 2mm hole. Okay, let's just say it's 1.5mm diameter. 1.5mm. Right, so let's put it over the whole thing. Can I plunge it? Yeah. Stupid, isn't it? Stupid. Right, we'll fight it all the way. We'll drag it, kicking and screaming all the way. Okay, we'll just put a blooming thing over it then. .5 mil. We'll just place it over top of it. Go straight on now when you do that. So basically I probably need to cut them and paste them on and make them have a surface. When you explode it, it doesn't do it good when you explode it. It's not right. That's still not right, not accurate enough. Right, we'll play silly buggers with it. Bang on now, look. Right, so let's do another one. Let's just do it. Do what we do, make it work. The next one I'll cut them all off. I won't explode it. The next one I'll do it in a different way. Should be able to do it easier. See, that's not right. See, it's slightly off. Right, so I'll have to go through this whole process on here. Okay, so we've got 2 more to do. 2 more down the bottom. I think the one's got us the wrong size hole, hasn't it? Need to change the model on that. Right, this one's got the wrong size hole again. For some reason. So let's get rid. Oh. Right, let's plunge that. So we need to fix that one. So it was on the left hand side of the model. Down here. Right, I can see it there now. Save. Let's go back to this one. Right, so there's the plastic. Right, let's have a look at it from above. Which one's wrong? They all look good to me. What size is that? 3mm. So what? Am I working on the wrong one? So where is it? 3mm. That's crazy. Ah, I know what I did. I know what I did. I know what I did. I changed the model here, but I didn't change it here. So we still had the original wrong size hole. Yeah, we sorted it now. So we've got our pockets, our inside cuts, and our plunges. Now we can't do the last one, which is an outside cut, because it wants to do an inside cut, so that won't work. So we'll leave that bit, and we'll put the safe area around it now. Over here, that automatically lines itself nicely. Right, so which means we can just click save. We can generate some G code. Now it's going to be called CNC base plastics underscore bottom front. Yeah, so bottom front, and it's now they're inside cut, and then they're pockets. So the inside cut, now the pocket needs to be 33%, so 2mm of 6mm. So it needs to be pockets 33%. Front base plastics bottom. So they're 6mm. Well, front inside cut pocket 33%. That should do it. Okay, save that. Right, so we're gonna make sure our G code hasn't gotten wild. Just check an email. Oh, I've got a message. Hang on, come back. I have no just the unit. Just the unit as in the file. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Right, let's go on to the viewer. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's bring up the viewer. Right, so we'll load up the code we've just made. Now we've got some older code here, so we need to get the right one. So some of this is no good anymore. So this is the one that's no good. I need to okay, we'll delete them later. That's the one we want. Open that. So what we should end up with is inside cuts and just simple plunges. We've got inside cuts and pockets. Now the pockets should be problem, we didn't tell it was 33% of the cut, so it's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's wrong straight away. Let's go back to the model a minute. Right, we need to get rid of the erase the need to get rid of these a minute. We forgot to put 33%, and it's going to default to be 50%, so we don't want that. We're just erasing them. I'll put them back in a minute with the right size. Okay, is that the last of them? Yeah. So what we're going to do is put the pocket in. But see down the bottom right hand corner it says 50% depth. We need to tell it it's not 50%. It needs to be depth of 33%. or let's just say 6 mil. Needs to be 2 mil deep. So that's 30. Yeah, 33 1/3%. So let's just say 33%. So I'll put one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there, and one there. So we've got our 33%. Everything else is as it is. Right, let's generate the G code, and we can overwrite that same one. Go over to the viewer, load up the G code. Okay, so that, yeah, you can see the pockets now. So the pockets have just got, you're doing 1/2 millimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something wrong there, because that's only doing 1 millimeter at a go. So something not quite right, or I've done something wrong. Let's go back to the model, have a look at the settings. Multipass depth 1 millimeter. So we can afford to go 0.5 millimeter, 1/2 millimeter. So we'll generate it again. This is why you try it out in a viewer first, so then you don't ruin your plastics or have to do rework. So now you've got should have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 cuts. Now I did say it was 6.1 millimeters thick. I told it a bit of a lie. I told it was 6. I want a slight bit of depth to it, because to allow for the bed not being flat. Slip. So I'm going to say it's 6.2. 6.2, right? And you'll see why, to compensate for the bed not being quite flat. The last thing I want to do is start running the code again just to get through the cut. Let's do it again. Right, okay, back to the viewer. So we should end up with another, yeah. Oh, what's happened here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird. Why has it done that? What's changed? Ah, multipath depth's gone back to 1 mil. You crazy? Oh, and this, that's gone back as well. Right, so I did start a new one, didn't I? Right, okay. I know what it is. It's rounding it up. That's because I set all my settings on the model, and I've started a new one entirely. So I need to go preferences, drawing, no, I can't remember where it is now, workspace. Right, it's not that, it's somewhere else, hidden somewhere else. Where is it? Can't remember where I saw it now. Dimensions, info. Something about model info. Is that it? Yeah. Dimensions. Rendering. I forget units. Here it is. Yeah, it's gone back to these units that are no longer 0.5 millimeter precision. So the precision needs to be like that. Yeah, I should have just copied it and deleted the... Right, so that's that. So let's go back to this. So it needs to be 0.5 mil. Everything else is good. This needs to be material thickness 0.2. Bit diameter's right. Safe travel's okay. Everything else is good. So I should have saved that now. Let's try again. Yeah, it's kept the settings now. Yeah, it's kept the settings. Right, that's why we try it in a viewer to make sure everything is supposed to be. Imagine if you start cutting it. You start cutting it and it's not all wrong. So this should now be correct. Yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a bit. That's right. And we've got 33%, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit. That's about right. Because we've got 2 mil to cut and slight overcut. So that is good. So we can have a look at that now. And the plunges we need to look at. The plunges should just be a straight down plunge and nothing else. Let's try it. Let's run the G code. So it's going straight down. It's not doing any swapping side to side. So it's just going down. Right, that's fair enough. And now it's milling out the square all the way through and pocketing it. Yeah. Milling out, doing the pocket, milling out the square all the way through, pocketing 2 mil. Yes, that looks good. That bit's good. We're okay. So that's a working bit of G code there. Yeah, the last bit. Okay, it's finished. So that, yeah, okay. We'll accept that. Now we're gonna end the stream now. Hour and a half. So we've got the one bit of plastic done. So effectively that could be milled out soon. Anyway, let's save that. And we're going to now close down. Let's just close that down. We're back to this. So added the airflow, base G code. That's going to be it for today. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one. And just give you a little bit of a quick...
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds